Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. CeeChronicles here. I post fragrance related content on this platform and would very much appreciate it if you did consider subscribing and joining this family. Now, to those who are on this channel and continue to support it, thank you so much. Today we have a massive haul. This video, guys, is as a result of these two fragrances actually, which I posted on my Instagram account. These fragrances are from the house of Arabiyat, also known as my Perfume. So these fragrances, together with a lot of other fragrances, are what we're going to talk about today. It's going to be based on first impression. As for the actual full reviews, they're going to be coming, guys, on this channel in due course. So the very first one is Raspberry Ripple. We are going to smell this one together. This is the first time this bottle is actually joining my collection. So this is the bottle, guys. It sits in that beautiful bottle. It's like a marble creation of some sort. It says gelato raspberry ripple actually. Notes are freesia, strawberry and black currant at the top. The mid is going to be cashmere, raspberry and magnolia, and then the base is vanilla, moss and caramel. So this is a combination of fruity notes. I am expecting a bright even sweet gourmand like type of a fragrance. I'm expecting this fragrance to remind me of ice cream, if anything, but let's see. Okay, certainly this is a raspberry forward fragrance, okay, in a creamy backdrop. I'm trying to get the raspberry forward fragrance in a creamy backdrop. I love the fact that it's not just linear in its raspberryness. I love the magnolia. The way the magnolia is coming out in here, guys, is beautiful. It is it has got that raspberry, strawberry, berry thing sitting on a waxy magnolia. One of the most beautiful blends there, just based on for first impressions. It does live to the sweetness because of that vanilla and caramel. I am getting a sweet fragrance. This is awesome. This is a nice one. A gourmand lover's dream. That magnolia makes it such that it feels grown but not mature. It's not childish. If you have seen a video or some videos that I've done of the grandeur tabbies, those kind of vibe, you know, very fun, like teen like, youthful, juvenile type of, you know, style of gourmands, whereas this is the sort of gourmand that's, yes, giving me foodie, yes, giving me dessert, yes, giving me fruity, but that flower there finishes the magic of this fragrance, making it such that even a grown-up will absolutely love this. The second one is black currant lolly. It's also got that gelato at the top. These fragrances, I believe you can get off the My Perfume's website directly. If they're sold out, you could keep checking, because these are some of their new creations. So these fragrances will be filtering in from time to time. This one has that purple, okay, the top is wobbly, purple amethyst like color there, but it also is in the same style of the previous one, having that marble effect. Black currant lolly sprayed here, okay, now this one is the one that leans more floral. It does have a purple tease to it. Does feel as though it kind of has like a violet and something. So the notes listed here are mandarin, black currant and grapefruit, okay, and those are at the top. The mid is freesia, patchouli and rose. Base notes are musk, vanilla and amber. Okay, this is the one that's going to lean more floral, having of course that grapefruit, but not necessarily pulling as gourmand as the raspberry ripple one. This one takes more of a floral twist than that of a fruity twist. Of course, there is that tease, okay, of the black currant, more of the fruit itself than the leaf, because sometimes a leafy black currant can weigh in a fragrance as green, even tangy. Some people don't like it. Some people say it does turn cat pc, that greenness of the leaf of the black currant. This black currant feels more like the actual fruit itself, but not making this fragrance interpret as fruit juicy, like something that you'd like to drink when you're thirsty. It leans more floral than anything, and it does smell purple. If you guys do interpret smell to color, then you will know what I mean. And every time I say a fragrance smells purple, it is a fragrance that reminds me of flowers like the violet, the iris, sometimes the heliotrope, that sort of thing. It's also going to have a powdery thing, but it is very perfumey there. I think the freesia must be highlighted in this fragrance. Not so much of the rose, but that freesia. So it is very floral in nature, with a tease of a fruitiness, guys, of that grapefruit and the blackcurrant, but not so much of the grapefruit, because the grapefruit would perhaps make this citrusy. I am not getting a citrusy feel of a fragrance in this, guys. So yeah, let me put them on the floor so that at least we create some space and we move on to the next one, right? The next one is Fondue Velvet Dip. Okay, so this is another one that's going to, of course, be gourmand. Those two fragrances, guys, are beautiful. If they change, I don't know, they're beautiful. They're not reminding me of anything. They seem as though, or they feel like they are distinctly creations of Arabiyat. If somebody comes up or manages to come up with some comparisons of what they smell like, I would love to know. But I have not in my collection or ever smelled this type of vibe of a fragrance. So I think I'm loving this house for that. However, I'm not exonerating them of also giving us smeller likes, because remember, I have featured some Arabiyats that were inspirations. So anyway, I think that's how you get to it. Okay, so that is the fragrance, guys. Another one that is packaged in a purple bottle. Absolutely beautiful. The presentation of this is, okay. Now this one lists the notes of coffee, sweet, cardamom. I think maybe they meant sweet coffee and cardamom. Grammatically. And then the middle notes are Gaiac woods and brocks and cedar wood. And then the dry down of this is benzoin, labdanum, and tonka. This is giving me heavy weight in terms of what to expect there note wise. Okay, let's see how it vibes like. Okay, I was thinking this is also going to be on the pretty gourmand side, and let's just see if my guess is correct, because these are heavyweight notes, guys. Okay, coffee, sweet cardamom. This, unfortunately, is giving me a DNA that I have kind of experienced before. So it's going to help you, mental shortcut, at least to know what is going on here. This has sort of like a powdery accord, but this is not giving me that purple accord. It is giving me like a milky cafe feel. It is giving me a lactonic feel as well, kind of in the same fragrance family as Amor Latte. Certainly, Amor Latte, Bianco Latte, those type of fragrances. That is kind of how this Velvet Dip is certainly a fragrance I would love to revisit in due course, simply because fragrances sometimes that incorporate the note of coffee, fragrances that incorporate, of course, the coffee, the woods, the tonka, that sort of thing, sometimes do develop into other different fragrances. But amazingly, what I'm able to extract from this fragrance is mostly something in the same vein as Amor Latte, that sort of thing. Another one that I have added or re-added to the collection is Nyla, the original Nyla. I am not going to open this one for you guys because we've had a full review of the Nyla Vanilla, and the Nyla Suede. Reason why I re-added this to the collection is because the original one I gave away after it was hyped as Rihanna's fragrance of choice. I had friends reach out to me to say, can you just give me, okay? But for those who do not know what this fragrance vibes like, it's kind of like a strawberry, fruity, creamy style of a fragrance, a floral as well, feeling as though it borrows a little bit from that from that Yara, the original Yara, but more softened. Okay, so it's going to be Yara, maybe a little bit of what you get in Valentina Donna, that sort of thing. So that's how this fragrance vibes. We're not going to waste time opening it because I have featured it. The next one, guys, is Habiba. Okay, Habiba. One thing I wish Arabiyat would start doing, and pretty soon, is making sure that they add some of these fragrances on Fragrantica, because they are you will get, of course, the Arabiyats on Fragrantica, mainly that blueberry musk, cranberry musk, that sort of thing, but they do not seem to update what's going on Fragrantica. This is Habiba, beautiful box. Let me give you a close-up. Okay, that is a close-up of the box. I think this is going to be like a, let's see, like, okay, I'd hate to break anything. What's going on here? Okay, so it is a slide out, but oh my god, Arabiyat. I don't know how I'm supposed to open this, guys, honestly. Oh, okay. I don't think I was supposed to do that, because this kind of feels like it has ripped everything off, so certainly was not supposed to do that. So what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to, oh, okay. Also, with this box, you're not supposed to actually pull everything out. You just open it up to there, and then there is this thing that you then open like this to get to the fragrance. Okay, so we're going to fix you, Habiba, in a bit after we speak about you, because we have already damaged, you know, how this fragrance was supposed to be. Okay, Habiba is in a pink bottle. Oh yeah, the notes are on the pot that I ripped off, so spray it on the blotter, and then of course tell you what I perceive. Habiba, the pink one. I don't know if they have another one, but let's see. Okay, this one lists notes of apple. It says apple and then says green, so maybe they meant green apple, and then it says lychee. The middle notes of this are ambery, red fruits, and white flowers. The base is caramel, moss, and musk. This is a sweet fruit juice style of a scent. It's very crisp there, but very sweet at the same time. The apple is pretty dominant in this. It is young at heart, it's fruity, it's fun, it's summery, and it immediately takes me to fragrances like Eden Juicy Apple, you know, those style of fragrances, Sublime, that sort of things by Lutfah. If you love those type of fragrances, this is kind of like in the same vein. I am not saying it's 101 or it's a dupe or whatever, but I'm just giving you a mental shortcut so that at least you will find this video having been worthwhile to watch if at least I describe what I'm getting offset. So yeah, Habiba very much feels like a fragrance that you would absolutely love if you love you know, fragrances like that. Sparkling lychee, Eden Juicy Apple, fruity fragrances, you know, splash on, summery, sweet, effervescent, crisp, clean style of fragrances. So that's it for that one. Next up, we have Uhud. Okay, Uhud, massive packaging, very big packaging there. It says a clarion calls, a battle begins. Between fantasy and reality goes a path, unknown, mysterious, waiting to be explored. Courage is the only armor, and the brave always wins. These are not words from my mouth. These are the words that they have written there. So we have a gigantic pink box. If we are going to go with the color of the box, then perhaps this is going to be a feminine styled fragrance. Sits in there. I love how this bottle looks like it's a chip cut of a mountain. It does look like a rock there that was sliced, and it is very creative. Of the house of Arabiyat, absolutely beautiful there. So this is Uhud, the pink one, in case you've seen the other ones. Ooh, this is the one that has that nice special atomizer. Look at this atomizer, guys. It's that, you know, on trend atomizer. The notes for this, guys, are red fruits at the top, rose and caramel. And the heart of this fragrance is going to have tonka, honey, and raspberry. And the base is going to be musk, vanilla, and amber. I think this is one that is listed on Fragrantica. Immediately I get a lot of musk from this fragrance. White musk, a powdery feel of that white musk. It is in between a sweet caramel scent and a floral feel of a scent, but with a very powdery thing there. it is that same powdery thing that might actually make this one feel like one that's targeted for maybe mature, not mature, but maybe let's say anybody 25 and above. I have avoided putting ages to fragrances, guys, for the longest time, because I believe you wear what you want to wear. But the powdery weight to this fragrance is such that it's going to be liked by perhaps those who like more mature fragrance. There's a fun aspect to this fragrance, of course, because of that sweetness of the caramel, and that vanilla is working there pretty over time, but it's very soft. It's on a soft bed, a pink powdery bed, kind of feeling like it's sitting on like maybe even a marshmallow, that sort of thing. Very soft. I wasn't expecting that. There is a shyness to this fragrance, you know. There is also, okay, that gourmand accord is kind of coming out a little bit more. It's pretty soft, lactonic, okay, powdery, kind of feeling like a softened feel of Bianco Latte, but it's not. And I'd hate to use that as an example. I'm just trying to give you the best example I can. It's a nice, gentle, powdery, musky scent with a sweetness, also feeling a feminine toned. Now we move, guys, to Dubai chocolate. All right, this I was able to find on Fragrantica, and there was a lot of bashing of the brand itself when it came to this. So I am opening it, curiously trying to establish whether what the people on Fragrantica was saying is true. Most of the bashing was not targeted at the fragrance being horrible. It was targeted at the fragrance being misleading in terms of the fact that most people don't get chocolate, you know, in this. So this is of their Lamsat line. If you are an Arabiyat fan like myself, you will know that they do have this Lamsat line. They have Lamsat Era, one of the most popular ones there. It went viral because of their take on Amani C, the intense, and I absolutely love it. I still have it there. Anyway, Dubai chocolate, the bottle itself looks like this. It kind of looks like a bar of chocolate, and then the box in itself looks like that. Let us see if we're gonna get Dubai chocolate in scent form. Okay, now this is very marshmallow heavy there. There is a fruity thing that I like about this. It's like a nectarous, fruity, sugary feel of a fragrance, but it's also sitting on a soft feel of perhaps a citrus and apple, but those not being the center stage. It does feel very pink to the nose. The candy accord is also very heightened in this. That marshmallow accord is also very heightened in this. Okay, here's sort of like highlighting what feels like a very fruity, powdery, sweet, candid marshmallow vibe than it is giving chocolate. In fact, I can perhaps even say I'm not detecting any chocolate here. It might have maybe wafts of a coconut, but not chocolate. So maybe that is why it's being slagged. I am not also getting a vivid chocolate in this, so it is what it is. It's a fragrance that we're going to revisit in future. If it changes, then I will let you know. So let us move to the next one. This is off their prestige line, Lida for her. I am expecting a tall bottle. I think I've seen this on their page. I'm going to open the bottom of it as opposed to the top, so that we don't waste time, because I can see that it slides from the bottom than it does from the top. Okay, and I am right. Once you take off the sleeve, you then get to this, and then the fragrance itself sits in there. Guys, talk of packaging. These guys are making us collect a lot of boxes, because how do you even throw away a box as beautiful as this? And how do you throw away a bottle as beautiful as this? Anyway, guys, let me get into it. But this is going to be a fingerprint magnet, because it has those grooves. So fingerprint magnet, if you wear this after wearing your lotion, it's going to end up being all over the place. And for the record, all the ones I have unboxed as yet do not vibe Middle Eastern. These are certainly crafted for the Western nose. They are gentle fragrances, gentle florals. I'm trying to see where I saw those notes. Okay, the nose for Lida for her, it says spicy, elemi, metallic, and that's at the top. The mid of this is orange blossom, incense, and patchouli. The dry down is ambergris, vanilla, and moss. Right, this is a fruity floral, not so much of the fruitiness but more of the floral. This is so ladylike. This is a polite, style of a DNA. I have a confession to make. When I came with the host of Arabiyat and dropped them here for you, most of them had me having some reservations about them. Some of them had like a note that would come out and start to annoy me and stuff. I love how these are just soft. Okay, these seem to be non-offensive. This, I certainly cannot speak of the lasting power because it is just giving me a soft, gentle floral. Let me see if there's anything that I can attribute the softness to. All right, maybe the reason why I'm not in a position to decode anything in here is the fact that it lists metallic. I don't know what they mean by metallic, but I'm going to assume that maybe it has those mineral notes, and metallic mineral notes can make it such that a fragrance just vibes smooth, if you know what I mean. Having like that feel of a coldness or a feel of a iced steel, that sort of thing, and making it such that it's hard to really break down. One fragrance that's like that and very popular for being like that is Garnet. This I'm not saying is like Garnet, but I'm saying it's very hard to pull out what this fragrance is doing. But yes, it's given me a serving of the florals. It's also given me a touch of fruitiness, and it does feel feminine. It is not a very serious fragrance, but does seem to lack, that, what can I call it? That juvenile aspect, that upbeat, aspect in it. So perhaps because of that, it's going to be favored by the more mature nose. Now, let us give shine to Lida for him. And guys, I am not affiliated with Arabiyat. These are my independent, these are my independent views on these fragrances. So let us take out Lida for him. Going to sit in a packaging that's exactly like the for her, but of course this is targeted at the gents out there. I want to spray it. It's giving me minty already, like a green mintiness. I haven't even checked the notes, but just this box is giving me like a green leathery minty thing. Right, so that is the close-up of Lida. The bottle in itself is pretty huge, just like the feminine one, right? Let us waste a couple of sprays and then I will tell you my thoughts on Lida for him. All right, this is a typical masculine scent, guys, but it's a sweet one. Notes listed for this are geranium, bergamot, and grapefruit. The mid of this is tonka, aromatic, and black pepper, and the base of this is musk, ambergris, and vanilla. All right, this is a sweet masculine scent. It is not so much giving me a greenness as I thought it would. Remember I said when I was opening the box there was something I felt like a minty thing about it. It is, yes, certainly on the aromatic side, but it's not piercing minty. It does have that crowd pleasing appeal about it. It also has a freshness about it, the citrus freshness about it, but it's quite sweet. And the greenness in this doesn't interpret to my nose as a citric greenness, but rather perhaps a greenness of a tonka. I don't know, guys, if this is a clone or not, but yes, this is certainly a masculine style of a fragrance. It does have a spicy pepper to it, like an aromatic, spicy, woody thing about it. I am not sure if there's also leather in this. We're gonna revisit it. Now we have Bahia Ruby. Okay, Bahia Ruby. I hope this is going to be another gourmand. So Bahia Ruby opens like that. You have to take the top off. Oh, okay. All right. Maima fell in love with this when we were in Dubai. It looks like the cap is secure. I don't know how to take that. Oh, okay. All right, so that is the cap for Bahia Ruby. Look at the bottle, guys. Look at the bottle. Sprayed this at Beauty World. It kind of felt like, okay. All right, the notes for this are blood orange, dark rum, mandarin, and black currant. That's the top. The mid is passion fruit, raspberry, and caramel. And the base of this is patchouli, vanilla, and musk. This is certainly a woody, aromatic, spicy scent. Especially, I have seen it being compared to, you know, that black opium, the one that comes in the red packaging, black opium over red or something. But and I don't have that fragrance. The closest I've had to a fragrance that smelled like that one was in Lutfah's Maya Cherry or something like that. I've since let go of that fragrance. To me, it wasn't almost as what this one is doing exactly. This is certainly a fragrance I would wear. There is something in here that kind of gives me a blackcurrant feel. Let's see if it, oh yeah, it does, this blackcurrant. Okay, there is a blackcurrant feel in this. It's also a little bit boozy, sweet, and more and a little bit on the serious side than what I thought it was going to be based on the presentation. So not bad at all. Bahia Ruby is certainly a fragrance that I could wear. Aromatic, sweet, fruity there, floral. Let's move on to Bahia Garnet. Okay, Bahia Garnet. So this is going to be twinning with Ruby in terms of presentation. You open it like this and you get to the cup like this. It's noseless, bergamot, mandarin, mango, and pear. Oh, I love mango fragrances, but it also depends on how they're made. So I'm going to see how this mango vibes. The mid of it is coconut, jasmine, fig, and amber. Fig is another note that I really love in fragrances because it kind of takes me to my childhood. We grew up around fig trees. The base of this is dry amber, musk, vanilla, and sandalwood. Okay, it's twinning with that Bahia Ruby, except that this one is kind of like a two-toned dark, you know, bottle like that of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Label. So that is the close-up of it. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought this would be outright Label. I don't know for some reason, but that's not exactly what I am getting. I am getting a summer-toned fragrance that's a little bit woody, also feels a little bit boozy. It's not as fruity as I anticipated it to be. I'm not really getting a mango scented scent, maybe perhaps more of a pear and perhaps a little bit of that fig, but it's not really vivid. This is the sort of fragrance I think I want to maybe play around with because what it's giving me for now is sweet, safe, feminine, crowd pleasing. It's not really like capturing me there where it's so memorable. I can't wait to smell it. So that is what I can say about this. It's not bad based off of first impressions. Then we have Bedour. Bedour is a fragrance that you guys kept on asking me to bring to the channel and tell you my thoughts, because I had the Bedour, the blue one, right? Now we have this Bedour extrait. Reason why you guys wanted me to bring it is this one has been passed off as smelling very similar to Oriana, and you guys wanted my thoughts on that. So we have it, and obviously I'm gonna flip it like this because it's really wobbly inside there, and I can tell that it's you know, it has gone off its seat, so it was pointless for me to try and open it the proper way. It was just gonna fall off. If you've seen the other Bedour, then you are familiar with this bottle. The blue one drew inspiration of Valaya, for those who wanted to know. This one has gone around as smelling a lot like Oriana. This is my first impressions and actually my first time, if not the second time, smelling this fragrance. All right, I can see why. This is certainly a gourmand style of a fragrance. It has those mixed fruits there. You are going to get a citrusy feel, a nectarous feel. You're going to get a peachy feel. You're going to get that cotton candy. Certainly a fragrance you're going to love. If you love Oriana, it does smell like Oriana a lot. And of course, if you love profiles like Love Don't Be Shy, you're going to love this. If you love profiles like Mimo, Sintra, you're going to love this. But this is not as neroli forward as Mimo Sintra. But yeah, it's a beautiful take to that Oriana. And yeah, enough said, guys, because we're gonna bring full reviews. I am left with only 3, so stay with me. Okay, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Oh yeah, Lutfah. Okay, Lutfah First Love. God sent you to love and comfort me. in case that those stay with me notes will have you thinking which song was that. It was one that we used to listen to growing up. Okay, so this one, Lutfah, First Love, has got the notes listed here. I am not going to waste much of your time when it comes to this. This is one I've edited in full size, but we have brought a review of this based off of a vial, okay, a tester that was given. However, as for those who just want to hear something about it, then let me just say something. I think this one was drawing inspiration of a Gisa, the pink one, right? So the top notes are cherry, raspberry, bergamot, and saffron, and that's exactly what you get there. Very nice cherry forward scent, a floral, gorgeous feminine scent, and then the heart of, or the mid of this is tuberose, white flowers, and amber, and then the base is musk, cashmere, and vanilla. So this is a floral more than it is a fruity scent, in as much as it lists that cherry and the raspberry and the bergamot at the top with sort of like a tease of a leathery saffron, but very feminine there. And the pink bottle of this is indicative of exactly what you expect. It's a feminine, style of a fragrance, but also very assertive. I would perhaps pick to wear even to a serious occasion, if you know what I mean. It's a grown pink floral, and as I said, guys, I have spoken about this. Draws inspiration of a Gisa, the pink one. Absolutely love it. That's it, guys, for Lutfah, First Love. Second from the last, guys, is going to be Mahd al dhahab. All right. Also has a writing here that says, in the hearts of the dry sand, where ancient winds blew, lies Mahd al dhahab, where the promise of gold was kept under the sun's relentless blaze, where the echo of time calls softly, the cradle of gold whispers to all tales of grandeur. And then it's signed Mahd al dhahab. All right, so that is what I was reading. Okay, this is a gold one, that piece of a rock cut. All right, so that is the My Perfumes or Arabiyat logo. I'm gonna read the notes for you while it kind of sits on the blotter. All right, so this is the Mahd. Let us just call it the Mahd, the gold one. Right, the notes listed on this are grapefruit, bergamot, red fruits, berry, and juniper at the top. The mid is clary sage, cypress, and ginger, and the base is sandalwood, patchouli, vanilla, and amber. Okay, this is suddenly reminding me of something, but I can't remember what. I hope by the time I put it aside, it would have come to me. It doesn't feel like something that I already have. There is something in this that is fruity. It is a woody scent, but it's soft. It can go both ways. This is not a masculine scent, nor is it a feminine scent. I think I smelled something that's kind of like this in Born to Stand Out. Not the, I've spoken about Born to Stand Out, Sugar Addict, not that one. Not maybe Drunken Lovers or something. Okay, we are going to break this one down further as we go, because it is fruity, but it's not highlighting the juniper berry, the bergamot, or the grapefruits. And maybe that's why they just wrote, red fruits, and then it gets into like a spicy sage feel about it, and then it has like a woody feel about it as well. So yeah, Mahd al dhahab is a unisex. The last one, guys, and thank you so much for sticking around. If you stuck up to the end, leave a pink heart, because is it pink? Okay, leave a pink heart because it's pink. I don't know whether it's peach. My eyes sometimes deceive me, but it's looking pink at the moment. Leave a pink heart to show that you stay till the end. This is Safa. Safa has also an inscription here that says, Safa became a witness to the moment of truth, of divine blessing, a witness to the moment of anguish and despair, a witness to redemption, a witness to a prayer answered, a witness till eternity to the will of the divine. All right, so that is the narration there. Let us get into it, just like we did with the other two. All right, so this is a pink, but it's a blush pink, and I am going to guess that perhaps this is going to be the fun, maybe juvenile toned one, because it is a blush pink, almost like a baby pink. Okay, so that is Safa. Ooh, okay. Notes listed for Safa, guys, are red fruits, lychee, and hazelnut. And then the mid is cypriol oil, magnolia, and rose. And the base is ambergris, vanilla. And I don't know what they mean by edible. Okay, that is what they've put as the last note there, edible. So perhaps they are implying that this is a gourmand. This is a powdery fragrance, a pink toned fragrance, a floral, a dusty fragrance, but mostly highlighting the baby powder. If you like fragrances like the favorite from the house of Penhaligon's, you're gonna love this fragrance. It kind of vibes like that. It's a powdery, dusty, sweet, gentle, lotiony even. Some are gonna call it soapy style of a fragrance. Very delicate feeling there, but with a presence. It's not like delicate as in I can barely smell it. I can absolutely smell this fragrance, but it is a pink styled fragrance, a gentle fragrance, something that let's say for instance I had a toddler, I wouldn't mind even just spraying them 1 or 2 sprays of this, because it just has a delicate feel about it. But mental shortcut to help you, if you love fragrances like Penhaligon, the favorites, then you are certainly gonna love this. It also has a light, gentle floral feel about it. It's got a marshmallow accord about it, but very nice and delicate and non-offensive and pretty musky there, but feminine toned. And for the person that loves to wear fragrances for comfort. And it's going to be the last one, guys. It's called Safa from Arabiyat, also known as my perfume. So that is it, guys, for the haul. Let me know the ones that you would love me to bring to you first, the ones that you're mostly interested in. What I can say about these guys, all of them actually, is they're blind buy safe. There was nothing there that kind of like gave me a, oh my god. 95% of them vibe feminine. The fragrances that I hold for you here, well, this is certainly the one I'm gonna perhaps spray even today as a scent of the day. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we discuss more about fragrances. Let me know your thoughts on the fragrances from the house of Arabiyat. Did I talk about some that you'd love to add to your collection? It would be nice to know. Also, remember, you can shop directly on their website, because they do have these fragrances in case they are slow in filtering into the market. You can get them directly from the Arabiyat website. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, guys. And remember, guys, that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.